Hi everyone. So are you planning to appear for your USAM examination in the coming Jan-Feb window? If yes, this video is for you. So friends, I've seen many students getting confused on the priority of the topics to be revised because they have very less time left and what exactly should they be covering, and often this happens that they start with one particular topic which takes a lot of time, and as a result they are not left with enough time to revise the whole thing. So this video is very beneficial for you because after taking classes for last 4.5 years and also teaching more than 500 students, I will be able to share my experience with you, and hence this should benefit you all. So friends, let's go for the priority of the topics that you should be starting with. So first of all, don't start with section A. Okay, you should rather start with section B. Okay, now when you focus on section B, there are a few topics that should not be skipped. You should be, first of all, you should be revising these topics. See, there are theoretical topics, there are a bit calculation based topics. So the point is that if I talk about the multiple choice questions, then you need to focus mainly on the calculation based topics because there you need to actually think and not, right? So you need practice there. Theoretical topics, on the other hand, can be managed a bit. Okay, so I will suggest you all that you should not be skipping these topics. These are very important ones. Porter's five forces, very focused on. Okay, SWOT analysis, then at the same time BCG growth share metrics. Then you should be focusing a lot on cash budget. Then particularly if I talk about budgets like production budget, purchase budget, these are very important. Okay, flexible budgets are equally very important. Other than that, regression, sensitivity analysis, anyways, forecasting techniques will be very important. So regression is particularly focused at. Then you can also focus on sensitivity analysis. Then the pro forma financial statements, big questions can come from that area. So these are the topics that should not be skipped from section B. So start with section B. The next focus area should be section C. Okay, now section C, particularly if I talk about a topic called as variance, that takes a bit of time, but you need to revise that because a lot of MCQs can be expected from this, and at the same time you can also expect an essay type question from variance analysis. So you should be revising variance analysis. Other than that, you should be focusing on transfer pricing, then ROI versus RI. These are all very important topics. Okay, balance scorecard is also equally important. You can also find an essay type question on this. Okay, other than this, if I focus on the next part, then you should come to section D because this will also be very important from both, I will say, MCQ point of view as well as essay type, right? So from section D, you should be focusing the most on absorption versus variable costing. Very important. Means you can expect MCQ as well as essay type questions from it. At the same time, overheads, as you must have already experienced, it is a bit tricky, and the questions also will be a bit lengthy. So you need to focus on how to jump to the important areas because n number of details will be absolutely of no use to you. Okay, so you need to focus only on those areas which are useful, and based on that you should be moving on. Okay, other than that, process costing, again the same, exactly like overheads. Again, it will be a very time consuming question. It will be super duper lengthy, a lot of details will be given. You just need to focus on what are the main areas where you need to focus, and at the same time, if possible, just go for the calculator tricks, the calculator shortcuts, with the help of which you will be able to get answers. Other than that, pricing is also very important. Okay, now after section D, then you should focus on section E and F. Now E and F, I won't ask you to focus on any particular topic. I will ask that you should focus on all the topics. Equal importance should be given to all the topics because it is manageable. It won't be consuming a lot of time because it is theoretical and it's quite easy. So you won't be facing any issue with E and F. And at the end, you should come to section A. Okay, because this is the most voluminous section, and at the same time, if you start with it, then perhaps the most of the time will be consumed by section A, and there will be hardly any time left for the other sections, right? So it's just 15% weightage, and if I talk about 15% weightage, particularly about the multiple choice questions, then you will particularly find questions on cash flow analysis. So don't skip that. Cash flow analysis is the most important topic, I can say, in section A. Other than that, you should focus on US GAAP versus IFRS. Then you should be focusing on accounts receivable, inventory. These are all very important topics. Okay, revenue recognition, another very important topic. Okay, so that should be the priority of the sections. B, after that C, after that D, then E and F, and at the end A. Okay, so friends, if you are targeting for part 2 examinations and right now you want me to cover up the same kind of video for part 2, then please let me know on the comment box. Then I will make another video on part 2. And at the same time, if you're finding this beneficial, then please like and subscribe the channel, and at the same time just forward it to all the friends who are appearing in the coming Jan Feb window. Okay, so goodbye all of you.